I love the fact that you've learned and are now implementing a fitness as one of the levers for coping with mental health to help people get over that boundary. Um, maybe fitness for me was the initial catalyst that opened the door for me to be willing to talk about my experiences with a therapist, and using several tools, EMDR, direct exposure therapy, all
Hmm.
of these things that kind of walked me through some buried trauma that I had kept for way too long, that caused way too many health related issues. Um, and so I'm so glad that as a therapist you recognize that tie and that connection between mental health and the body.
Right. Well, and you brought up something that I very much resonate with is a lot of veterans, they're very resistant to talk about their problems. They feel like it's a weakness if they tell other people that they might not be feeling as strong, and obviously there's a culture in the military where you have to be strong. And that one of my draws for veterans with fitness is exactly what you pointed out, where sometimes they don't want to talk, but they're okay having a workout buddy.
Yeah.
And they're okay having someone help improve their physical health. And that does open doors to conversation. You mentioned EMDR. I actually use EMDR. I am an EMDR certified therapist.
Mm.
Um, and I use EMDR in a fitness kind of situation.
Mm.
Um,
Can you tell me what that looks like?
Oh, absolutely. It's very simple. If you're familiar, or if you remember what EMDR is that bilateral stimulation.
Yep.
And most therapists, they're going to sometimes they use a metronome or a light bar that goes back and forth, or
Yep.
TheraTapper that vibrates. A lot of people don't realize we use EMDR every day, not just when we're sleeping, but also when we're awake. And one of my best EMDR tools, I have it in my office right now, is a treadmill.
Yeah.
Because when we walk with someone and talk, we're actually doing a type of EMDR, because the walking is bilateral stimulation. And so I've had a lot of conversations. Sometimes when the weather's good, I'll go and just walk with someone and have an EMDR session that way. When the weather's not good, my best tool is a treadmill, and I'll just stand next to them, and they set the pace on the treadmill, and we have an EMDR session that way.